Ever get that feeling that sustainability is like more than just the trend of the moment?
Yeah, definitely. It's interesting how it's gone from, a nice to have to a must have for businesses that want to not just survive, but really thrive.
And that's what we're digging into today. Why going green makes sense business-wise. Forget the do-gooder stuff for a sec. Are there actual tangible advantages?
Oh, absolutely. And way more than you might think. And it goes beyond just like saving a few bucks on energy bills.
Which is a good place to start, right? Those little changes we hear about, like using LED lights or cutting back on packaging, do they even make a dent?
You wouldn't believe the impact. We're talking about massive savings, like Unilever, the consumer goods giant. They managed to slash costs by, get this, over 200 million euros
Yeah.
just by switching to energy efficient lighting in their factories.
Wow, 200 million.
Yeah, and it's not just the big guys either. Small businesses can get in on this too. We were looking at this local brewery, and they cut their water usage by 15% just by tweaking their cleaning system. Direct impact on their bottom line.
Okay, so that's money saved. But what about a company's image? Do consumers really care enough about, sustainability to actually change their buying habits?
Oh, they absolutely do, especially younger generations. They're all about brands that align with their values, and sustainability is a big part of that.
Right.
Patagonia is a classic example, right? Built their whole brand around environmental responsibility. And because of that, they can charge a premium for their products. People trust them.
Makes sense. It's like they're putting their money where their mouth is. Okay, but let's talk about attracting investors. You hear about sustainability in every other business pitch these days. Is it just me, or is that a thing?
It's a huge thing. Investors are getting smarter. They're looking for those lower risk businesses, the ones that are built to last, and often those are the companies that have sustainability baked into their DNA. Right. Think about it. If you've got a lighter environmental footprint, you're less vulnerable to all those things that keep CEOs up at night. Resource scarcity,
Yeah.
fluctuating energy prices, all those regulations, they're just more resilient in the face of whatever the future throws at them.
Like future-proofing the whole business model.
Exactly. And that ties right into the whole compliance thing, right?
Yeah.
Sustainability isn't just good practice anymore. It's becoming the law.
Oh, right. And staying ahead of all those regulations is crucial.
Tell me about it. Ignoring them can cost you big time. We're talking hefty fines, legal battles that drag on forever, not to mention what it does to your reputation if you get caught slipping. There was that whole thing with, I think it was Company X, massive public backlash when word got out they were skirting environmental rules, even boycotts.
Yeah, nobody wants that. But let's end on a high note. This is where it gets exciting. Sustainability can actually be a launch pad for innovation.
Totally. It's amazing how many companies are coming up with groundbreaking technologies, processes, you name it, just by trying to lighten their environmental impact. Like Interface, the carpet tile company, they were super committed to sustainability, and it led them to create this whole new way to make their tiles using recycled materials and renewable energy. Totally changed the game in their industry.
Love that. So it's clear that sustainability is not just a trend, right? It's a whole new way of thinking about business.
Totally agree. It really begs the question, what's the business world going to look like down the road? 5, 10 years? Are we even going to be talking about sustainable businesses as something separate? Or will it just be business?
That's something to think about. A lot to think about. Thanks for this deep dive. Definitely more to unpack here, but until next time.